Let's be brutally honest for a second. A year ago, the hype for Avatar Frontiers of Pandora was complicated. Ubisoft was in a slump. They were known for the Ubisoft formula, giant maps filled with repetitive icons. And when they announced an Avatar game, the immediate reaction from the internet was brutal. The biggest fear? That this was just going to be Far Cry Primal with a coat of blue paint. And the nail in the coffin for many players was the initial insistence that the game was essentially a first-person shooter. For a massive RPG based on customizing your own unique Na'vi character, being stuck in first person felt like a huge missed opportunity. People were ready to write this game off before it even launched. But then, something changed. Ubisoft showed gameplay. And one specific feature genuinely might have saved this game's reputation. The moment the trailers showed the camera pulling back as the player mounted an Ikron to take to the skies, the sentiment shifted almost instantly. Suddenly, the comment sections changed from skeptical to cautiously optimistic, and finally, to genuinely hyped. Why? Because for a massive chunk of the gaming audience, third person isn't just a camera angle, it's a connection. When you are playing an RPG, especially one set in a universe as visually distinct as Avatar, you don't just want to look at the world, you want to see your character existing within that world. James Cameron's Avatar is about the fantasy of inhabiting a different body, a 10-foot-tall athletic alien. If you're stuck in first person the whole time, you lose that sense of scale. You feel like a floating camera that happens to be holding a bow. By allowing third person during traversal, when riding mounts or flying, Ubisoft finally unlocked the fantasy. We get to see the gear we crafted. We get to see the character we designed interacting with the incredible jungles of Pandora. Furthermore, Pandora is vertical and dense. In first person, navigating thick jungle can sometimes feel claustrophobic or confusing. The third-person view opens up the world. It turns navigation from a chore into a spectacle. It makes the simple act of moving from point A to point B feel cinematic. Now, to be clear, the game is a hybrid. Most on-foot combat and exploration is still first-person. And honestly, that's probably the right call. First person is fantastic for visceral, intense archery and up-close stealth. But by compromising, by giving us those sprawling third-person moments during traversal, Ubisoft proves something they haven't proved in a while. They listened. They recognized that the Far Cry template wasn't enough for this IP. They realized that players wanted to feel majestic, not just efficient. This hybrid approach gives us the immersion of first-person combat and the cinematic beauty of third-person travel. It's the best of both worlds. The inclusion of third-person gameplay didn't just make the game look better, it energized the community. It turned skepticism into anticipation. It signaled that Avatar, Frontiers of Pandora, might actually be more than just another open-world checklist simulator. It looks like a game that genuinely wants you to get lost in its world, and importantly, let you see yourself doing it. The game feels better, looks more entertaining, and for the first time in a long time, people are rooting for a massive Ubisoft open world. But what about you? Was the third-person reveal a game changer for you, or were you sold on the first-person view from day one? Let me know down in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, hit that like button and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching.